Okay, so what are we going to do today? Well, today, let's talk pumps. All right, brewing pumps to be exact. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you know my pump's been out of commission, so I need to fix it, okay? So, but the question is, why do we use pumps? Well, pumps just makes things a lot more convenient, especially moving hot liquid around, and you don't have to lift so much. You know, it's just a big help all the way around. So, but first things first, welcome to Stillworks and Brewing. My name is Randy, and this is a channel that's all about home distillation and brewing. All right, so pumps. Yes, like I said before, they are great for moving hot liquid or just liquid in general, okay? And you know, we deal with a lot of that. All right, price tag. Well, that's always an important thing. Well, I did a little research, and you can get a brewing pump. There's so many out there. You know, chugger pumps, just regular brew pumps, whatever the case may be. You can get all aluminum ones. You can get all plastic ones. I think there's some stainless steel ones out there. And price tag, you're looking at anywhere from $50 on up to, and I'm talking about what us home brewers and home distillers would use. Anywhere from $50 up to $350. So the price tag is basically what you would want to pay. So, some of the benefits. Well, of course, they're very easy to use. And like I said before, it's very safe to move hot liquids back and forth. And they're relatively easy to clean, okay? The way I usually clean mine out is I just run Star Sand through it. But before I put it away, what I will do is I will run just clean water through it, flush it out. And then before using, mainly for beer, because of the way beer is done, is before I use it, I'll run Star Sand through it, okay? To make sure there ain't nothing growing inside. You know what I'm saying? All right, and maintenance is, there's not very much maintenance to do, but there is very little. All right, so I already took it off my workbench or my brew bench. This is my pump. All right, so let me bring the can. Well, first let's do this. All right, the really only real main maintenance you got to do, besides cleaning the insides out, if you notice right here, it even has a label here that says oil. There's a little there and there for it, and it's in line with the front bearing and the rear bearing. So all you got to do is a couple drops of oil every once in a while. You know, a couple drops of oil, couple drops of oil. Okay, I just wipe it off. Oop. Oop, what else I plugged it in? Okay, nice and quiet. Wipe that off. All right, so that's about the only maintenance you got to do that I see, is except for cleaning, you know, the inside, flushing it out and all that. Okay, so my pump quit working, so let's open this thing up, and we're gonna find out what's going on, okay? So, first thing is we're gonna take the pump head off of it, and you got 4 screws here. Basically all the pumps are going to be relatively the same. Yours might be a little bit different, but it's basically the same. We're going to pull these 4 screws out. It is so easy to work on. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it comes off right like that. Okay, if you notice, this is a magnet. I mean, see if I turn the switch on. See how that turns? All right. So there's never anything connected between here and the pump itself. It's all magnetic drive. That's pretty cool. Okay, to get the back of the pump off, you got 4 screws here. So we will pull them 4 screws off. I'll find a screwdriver here. All right. And you can't put it back together wrong. It only goes one way. If you, before I take them out, see those holes? That's where these screws came through at. All right. So if you take these screws out, there's threaded holes that these screws go through. So you cannot put it back together backwards in any way. And these are short screws. Come on, fingers, work. I don't know why it quit working. It was making a heck of a noise. Alright, so we got them 4 screws out. Alright, then this cover comes off. You got an O-ring and this cover. And here is the impeller. Okay? And it's magnetized. Alright? So all we got to do is make sure everything is nice and clean. It might have had something stuck in it, and that's what was making it not work. Okay, so all we got to do is clean everything up, inspect all the impellers. Everything looks good, right? There ain't nothing missing, it don't look like. So all we're going to do is, like I said before, clean everything out. And here is the shaft that pump rides on. It's got a notch, so it only goes in one way. So make sure everything's nice and clean. And the impeller can only go in one way. All right, because the impeller first, because you can't put it backwards. So the impeller would go first. Nice and easy how it spins. Now, one tricky part that I found is this is the O-ring. Let me clean this up. This is the O-ring that seals this back cover to the pump housing itself. Okay, so that's about the only thing that you got to worry about. Now, see what I was talking about before? See the threaded holes? And these are through holes. The threaded holes are to hold this cover on. And so you put the cover on, you line the holes up. Let me get one stuck in there. See, and it's threaded hole, threaded hole, threaded hole, and you can see through the through hole. You can see through it. So we just put the back cover on. And make sure that the O-ring ain't, whoops, I'm putting one. Make sure that the O-ring ain't hanging out or anything like that. It's all in that groove on this cover. Yeah, maybe something was stuck in there. Okay. Almost got it back together. Hardest part is dealing with a slotted screwdriver. Now remember, this is all plastic, so you don't have to get wild on tightening it up. I mean, you want it tight, of course, but you You know, just tight. You don't want to be cranking. All right, so that's tight. Okay, now let me get the pump assembly back together. Okay, and this is this pump particularly marks out. Okay, now if you notice with the electric part, I could actually orient this any way I wanted. Okay, I like to orient. Is that right? Anyway, I like for this port to be straight down. Why? And my reasoning is, in my brew house, this is not heated in this section here, only the fermentation room. So if I'm using my pump, say I put it this way, okay, there would be liquid that would lay in the bottom of this pump right here, right? And what would happen is it could freeze and break it, you know, during the winter time. So if I'm like up and down like this, the liquid will drain out, so it won't be nothing in there to freeze, and that's why I do it. And the other part too is with this being up, all right, if there's air in there, a lot of times they will be kind of like airbound. So with the hoses hooked up, I can open this valve and let a little bit of air out, and then she'll start pumping, and this valve here will regulate my flow. Okay, so that's why I put it on the way I do, right, wrong, or indifferent. Okay, so let's get this pump mounted back to my electric motor. Like I said, 4 screws. And then what we will do is we'll hook some hoses up and a little bit of water, and then we will test this out. To make sure it works. Pump is very important. I mean, it's a convenience to me. All right, nice and quiet. Okay, let me get some. I'll put my brew pot up here, and we'll get a little bit of water, and we'll test this thing out and make sure it works. Okay. Okay, so I'll put a little bit of water in my brew pot here to open the valve. I got water coming in, water coming out. Let's make sure it works. Okay, turn the electric on. Look at that. Got a nice stream of water running. Okay, so the only thing I got left to do is disconnect all these temporary hoses and bolt the pump back up to my brew table here, my brew stand, and it'll be ready to use again. All right, that was very simple. It was just a little bit of cleaning, I think. That's all that needed to be done. I couldn't find anything really wrong with it, but now it works. So I did change the plumbing around a little bit, so it's nice and a little bit neater. All right, I changed this T because it was sticking it out too far. So that's working out fantastic. All right, that's pumps. Hey. Like I said before, it's a convenience. It's very oil. Nice convenience to have one. Do you have to have one? Probably not. I've done a lot without it, but I'm glad to have it back on my toolbox. All right. So I guess the last thing I have to say is, hey, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time here on Stillworks and Brewing. Cheers, everybody.